Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, I am going to be showing you how I take down my protective style in a way that helps me retain as much length as possible. Now before I even start, let me show you what I will be using. I have this spray bottle here, and inside it I'll be pouring this herbal tea that I made with rosemary and cloves. I'm just transferring it into this bottle because I really don't want the nozzle to get clogged. And please don't mind how the bottle looks right now. I tried to clean it earlier with hot water, and yeah, it didn't exactly go the way I planned, but it still works, so we are good. Next, I'll be using this hair clip just to keep my hair out of the way. I get distracted very easily when my hair is loose, so this really helps. I'll also be using this rat tail comb, but honestly most of the time I'm going to be using the tail part, not the teeth. I also had a plastic bag here, but I didn't even end up using it, so let's just pretend that never happened. And then for the very first time, I decided to use a conditioner to take down my hair. I usually don't do this, but after spraying my hair with the herbal tea, I go in with a bit of the conditioner just to add more slip and make the whole process easier. So let's get into it. First things first, I'm spraying the herbal tea all over my hair. I really take my time here because I want to make sure every part of my hair is protected or properly coated. Once that's done, I go in with a conditioner. Not too much, just a good amount, enough to soften the hair and make the work easier. Okay, now here's the interesting thing. I'm taking down my hair with new nail extensions on, and I honestly did not think this through. These nails are really long, as you can see, and I didn't realize how much they were going to slow me down. I needed so much patience during this part because wow, it was a struggle. So if you ever plan on taking down your hair with nail extensions on, just know that you will need to be extra gentle, extra patient, and very careful because this part really tested me. But anyway, I pushed through. Right now I'm just gently unraveling the braid. Since my hair was braided, I'm taking my time and slowly unbraiding it. I want you to pay attention to this part, this side of the braid, because this part can be a little tricky. If you rush here, it's very easy to create a knot, and once a knot forms, especially on uneven hair, it just makes everything harder, and that's not what we want. So I'm carefully pulling the strands apart, making sure nothing snags or tangles. And here we go. The first section is finally down. I'm just going to twist this part up so it stays out of the way, and then I'll move on to the next section. So I twisted that section up, kept it out of the way, and moved on to the next section. Now at this point, I'm not even going to lie, I was nervous. Taking down my hair with these nail extensions was already stressful, and the more I focused, the more I started to sweat, like actual sweat. I had to keep reaching for a tissue just to wipe my face because yeah, this was serious business. And this is one thing I'll see when you are taking down a protective style, especially something that has been in for weeks. Don't rush yourself. The moment you start feeling anxious or overwhelmed, it's okay to take a pause. Sometimes I'll literally stop, wipe my face, take a breath, and then continue. Your hair is not going anywhere. So as I move to the next session, you will notice I'm working a lot slower, I'm taking my time to feel where the braid is tight, where it's loose, and where my hair might want to tangle. One thing that really helps during takedown is making sure your hair stays soft and moisturized the entire time. If a section starts to feel dry, I just go back in with a little more of the herbal tea or conditioner. Dry hair plus tension is never a good combination. Another thing I always try to do is work in small sections. Even if it takes longer, it saves you from unnecessary breakage. When you rush through big sections, that's usually when knots and shedding gets out of control. And honestly, finger detangling as much as possible helps a lot. I only reach for tools when I really need to, and even then, I'm very gentle with it. At this point, I'm still unraveling the braids slowly, checking as I go and making sure I am not pulling on my hair. If something doesn't move easily, I don't force it. I just add more slip and try again. You will notice that once a section is fully taken down, I either twist it up or clip it away. That's a very important because loose hair can easily tangle into a section if you are not careful. So right now, I'm just repeating the same process: spray, add conditioner, gentle unravel, and then secure the hair once I'm done. This part of the takedown is quiet, slow, and very repetitive, but it's honestly one of the most important stages if you are trying to retain length. So I'm going to continue working through the rest of my hair section by section, and I'll check back with you once I have made more progress. So at this point, I actually paused for a second because I noticed how shiny my hair was looking and how clean my scalp still looked. And honestly, that's not by chance. The reason my hair looks like this is because I always wash my hair even when it's in a protective style. I don't skip wash days just because my hair is braided. Keeping my scalp clean makes such a big difference, not just for shine but for overall hair health. Washing your hair in a protective style helps remove buildup, keeps your scalp fresh, and honestly makes the takedown process so much easier because your hair isn't dry or stiff. If you are wondering how I wash my hair while it's in a protective style, I already have a video and I'll be linking it in the cards so you can go check it out. So okay, let's get back to takedown. So this right here is the amount of hair I shed from this section. Now just a quick reminder, shedding is completely normal, especially when your hair has been in a protective style for weeks. Our hair sheds every single day, but when it's braided, those strands don't fall out until takedown day. So seeing shedded hair like this doesn't automatically mean breakage. It's just hair that had nowhere to go. And if you want a more detailed breakdown on shedding versus breakage, I'll tell you the difference in my next video. And so if you have not subscribed yet, please do turn on your notifications so that when I post that video you will be notified. For now, I'm just going to continue taking down the rest of my hair section by section, and I will show you the shed hair from the other sections later on in the video. So this is how much hair I lost from the second section of my hair, and then this is also from the first section. Yes, this one is also from the first section of my hair. So yes, this is basically how much hair I lost, and I've had these braids in for almost 3 months. So let's move on to the last section. So finally, this is how much hair I shed from the last section of my hair. Yes, and this is from the second, and then no, from the first, and then from the second. So this is all the hair I shed for my hair. So I kept this braid, like I stated earlier, for almost 3 months. I think I had a week or 2 more to reach 3 months. So yeah, this is how much hair I lost. So yeah, alright, so I'm finally done taking down my hair. If there's one thing I hope you take away from this video, it's that the takedown process matters just as much as the style itself. Being gentle, working in sections, and keeping your hair moisturized can really make a difference when it comes to retaining length. If you enjoyed this video or found it helpful, please don't forget to like it. It really helps support my channel. Also, make sure you subscribe if you haven't already, especially if you enjoy natural hair content like this. Bye!